The Last of Us Part 1 will always hold a special place in my heart. It is one of the best games ever made, known for its cinematic storytelling and emotional depth. When I heard there was going to be a show, I had my doubts. Live-action adaptations often struggle with pacing, but I thought Season 1 worked well because it stayed close to the game. Season 2, however, missed the mark. This was not just due to the writing, but also because they kept Bella Ramsey as Ellie. Her acting is better than Gal Gadot's, but it was far from great.
TLOU, no!
Hey, welcome to my channel everyone, I'm the globalcherry, and today we are diving into why Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie did not land with many fans. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and consider subscribing. Let's get into it. If you have played the games, you know that Ellie in Part 2 is not the same as in Part 1. With Season 2 now centered on her, many viewers including myself felt a disconnect between Bella's portrayal and the version from the game. This was less noticeable in Season 1 since the focus was more on Joel. In the first game, Ellie was more likable, playful, and charismatic.
Yeah, sure, Joel. Go ahead. Take my card. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
Listen to me, you little sh**.
In the show, she often comes across as snarky and difficult, which makes it hard to believe she is the same girl who transformed Joel from a grieving and emotionally shut down man into a protective and caring father figure. Killing Joel in the first hour of Part 2 remains one of the most controversial decisions in modern gaming. It was a major reason why I never connected with the sequel in the same way. Joel was a deeply loved character and his brutal death removed the heart of the story far too soon. On top of that, Abby gets her revenge and walks away while Ellie loses everything, but I still gave Season 2 a fair chance. But without the bond between Joel and Ellie, the show feels aimless and emotionally flat. It says a lot that some now praise the game over the show, even though the game was heavily criticized just as much at launch. In Part 2, the Ellie we know is colder and more hardened, forced to grow up fast in a broken world. But the show's version does not act like someone who just watched her father figure be beaten to death. In the game, her anger is not only about Joel's choices, but it's also about what Abby took from her. She resented Joel for years after learning he wiped out the Fireflies and robbed her of her chance to decide what to do with her immunity. The night on the porch before his death, Joel admitted with confidence that he would save her again. When he said, "I will take a lifetime of you not forgiving me over a lifetime of knowing I let you die," it showed how much he loved her. Ellie was beginning to forgive him. She even told Dina she wanted to invite him to watch a movie. That chance was stolen when Abby killed him with a golf club. That moment marked the start of Ellie's descent. From then on, she is consumed by revenge, and her choices become harder to justify. In the game, she will treat every obstacle in her path with emotional intensity. What made Ashley Johnson's performance as Ellie so powerful was how she conveyed trauma through subtlety. She never had to overact for us to feel her pain. It was show, not tell. Bella Ramsey's version, by contrast, feels emotionally flat. She still acts and looks like a 14-year-old, even though she is meant to be someone shaped by years of grief and violence. Her quest for revenge lacks weight, especially when she seems cheerful in scenes that should feel devastating. That undercuts the emotional tone of her arc. Take her relationship with Dina. In the game, when Dina reveals she is pregnant with Jesse's child, Ellie is shocked and upset. She calls Dina a burden because she is scared of losing her and endangering the baby. That reaction feels real. Imagine someone you are dating tells you they are pregnant and it is not your child. Most people would feel conflicted and maybe run away to get the milk. But in the show, Ellie just says, "I'm going to be a dad," and looks happy. It feels bizarre and out of character.
So we're all having a baby. Holy shit. I'm gonna be a dad.
On top of that, the show barely explores the depth of her grief after Joel's death. In the game, Ellie is numb, closed off, and willing to leave everything behind to chase justice. Dina offers her a future, but Ellie keeps choosing revenge. She is drowning in anger and no one can pull her out because she refuses to let go. That is the heart of the story. Yet the show tones it down so much that Joel's death feels like just another plot point. In addition to this, in the show, Ellie is portrayed as lacking grit and intelligence. When Dina is triangulating the maps, Ellie acts confused and even calls herself stupid. But Ellie is not stupid. She is sharp, resourceful, and shaped by life in the apocalypse. In the first game, Joel was surprised when she handled a gun, and Bill was stunned a kid knew how to pop a clutch. Craig Mazin seems to reduce her to a helpless kid. Did he even play the games? Dina should not have to explain basic survival to her, and no one should be talking down to her. In the game, Ellie learns strong judgment and survival instincts from Joel and Tommy. In the show, those traits seem to have been lost in the mail and have been handed to Dina instead. Ellie, who should be driving the story, ends up feeling like a sidekick. At times, both characters feel like modern teenagers pretending to survive in a post-apocalyptic world rather than hardened survivors. In the game, they protected each other as equals. Dina was a partner, not a caretaker, but in the show, Ellie is treated like a burden. Take the stalker scene. Ellie downplays her immunity like she can afford to be bitten. That is not Ellie. The real Ellie would do everything to not get bit. Instead, Jesse saves her when she was being jumped by stalkers. However, the show's approach to Dina discovering Ellie's immunity was interesting. I preferred the game's version where Ellie removes her mask, but I did not mind the change where Dina finds out after Ellie gets bitten. Her concern felt real, as someone she loved might turn. What stood out more was how the show seemed afraid to fully commit to Ellie's revenge arc. Her personality constantly shifts between anger and playfulness, which weakens scenes that should feel intense. One exception is the Nora scene. Ellie's rage there felt earned, especially after Nora said Joel deserved his death. But the moment with Dina afterwards lacked emotional fallout. In the game, Ellie is horrified by what she did. In the show, she looks numb and casually says it was easy to make Nora talk. Once again, Craig Mazin misses the mark, portraying Ellie not as a traumatized girl fueled by grief, but as a cold psychopath. This is even more obvious in the Owen and Mel scene. She looked scared for the entire scene. The show frames Mel's death as an accident after Ellie shoots Owen, stripping away the moral weight. In the game, Ellie kills Mel in self-defense and breaks down when she finds out she was pregnant. That moment matters. It shows how far Ellie has fallen. She wanted answers and it spiraled into something she cannot take back. But the show could not commit, apparently because Bella looked too small next to Owen's actor. Funny, since in season 1 she took down someone twice her size. Did they forget that? Or was avoiding a stepping stool more important than preserving the emotional weight of the scene? At one point, Ellie also abandons Tommy and Jesse during a fight with the wolves, then later scolds Jesse for not saving a Seraphite child, someone from a group that had just attacked them. It feels unearned and inconsistent. Jesse even says, "I knew you would come back to save me," but her actions do not support that because she ditched him moments before. Joel's death was meant to leave a lasting impact. In the game, it slowly destroys Ellie from the inside. The show, however, softens violent moments into accidents or misunderstandings, which weakens the message. If you are going to adapt a divisive story, you have to commit to its emotional weight. Otherwise, it feels empty. Some fans believe Kaylee Spaney would have been a better fit for Ellie. Others say the actress who plays Abby channels Ellie's intensity better than Bella does. But even the perfect casting cannot save a character from poor writing. Bella did what she could with flawed material, and I get that being miscast puts any actor in a difficult position. Still, many fans have concerns, especially when key parts of Ellie's character feel missing. I know adaptations are never exact, but when the heart of the character is gone, is it really an adaptation or a completely different story? Bella has become the face of creative choices many fans never supported. With the next season diving deeper into part 2, it is no surprise that longtime fans are wary. That said, criticism should never get personal. Too many people shift from fair feedback to unnecessary jokes about Bella's appearance or femininity. That does nothing but shut down the conversation. When fans rely on mockery, creators stop listening. At the same time, not all criticism should be considered hateful. You can care deeply about a character and still feel let down by how they were adapted. Some fans have even been silenced for voicing these views, but their opinions still matter. Honest discussion is not toxic. It is how stories story stays strong. If the show no longer feels like the world you once loved, that's okay. I recently went back to The Last of Us Part 1, and it reminded me why it meant so much. You do not always need something new to move forward. Sometimes the version that got it right is the one that stays with you. That is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and let me know what you think in the comments. Did the show's version of Ellie work for you? Thank you for watching, and that's all.